guys, this is a video a long time in coming, and I've been trying to make it for, did want it to be a thank you for 30,000 subscribers, and we blew past that really fast when I was too busy to make a thank you. So now we're at 35,000, well, almost. But this time, hopefully we get it done before we hit that number. So first off, let me just say thank you. I really appreciate the support from you guys. For the people that are, for some reason, watching this for the first time and saying, who are you and what are you doing? I'm just an RV tech that started the channel a few years ago. So I try to do inspections and repairs on RVs. It's been a lot of fun. So again, I cannot thank you guys enough for the support and interactions over the time. Back in 2019, I found that I wasn't using the shop that I had been using for the previous, almost 6 years, enough to justify the expense of it. So I shut it down and I moved a lot of my equipment to two of my main dealers, and I basically just set up two little satellite remote shops, kind of just pigeonholed into two of my dealerships. In the culinary world, I guess they're called ghost kitchens. I think that's right. So I was a ghost shop. That worked out pretty well. Not as well as I wanted it to, but it did alleviate a lot of strain on me, and was able to help out my dealers and be a good support for them. They've since found pretty good success, and they didn't even remotely kick me out. They were very kind the entire time, and I really appreciated all their support. But I felt like I was probably in the way more than I was helping them out. And so I've found a location to kind of set up as a second little yard shop. Now, we'll take a quick tour of it after this, but it's been very difficult because I put notes together to help me keep in mind what I'm supposed to say. It's not a script, because I'm not good at that. From 2019 to 2022, I've had more work than I can know what to do with. I've generally put in about a minimum of 10-hour work days, sometimes up to 14 to 16-hour work days, which is way too much 6 days a week. So as I was moving the shops and setting up my current shop, I still had my full load, and it's very difficult to put videos together all at the same time. So I appreciate everybody that's stuck with me, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Now, I grabbed this shop mostly because the opportunity presented itself, but I thought it would help me be able to finish up a few of those projects I promised to do with you guys. At some of the dealerships, it's very difficult because they're always doing anything, so sound is always an issue when recording. If there's coaches moving, engines being ran, people talking, it can be difficult to make good videos for you guys. So hopefully with this new setup, we'll be able to at least have a little bit more control of sound and time of use. So I'm really excited to do these projects with you guys that I wanted to do 6-7 months ago when I promised I was going to do them, but I just got way too busy over-promising myself on other issues. So with this new shop, hopefully that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, it's still a problem. I'm still over-promising myself, which does bring me to my next point. On the YouTube channel, I generally have each video set up with comments can't be posted until I approve them. So I am really reading through all the I really am reading through all the comments and approving all the comments. I get such a small amount of inappropriate comments that I probably should just approve all of them. But I do like to check and make sure what everybody's sending, because that's a good way for me to see what's going on and hopefully be able to answer your questions. That being said, it is very difficult for me to answer every single question in a timely manner, and I have tried to do that. So I have to approve them first, then I have to go back and find them and answer them, which can get a little bit difficult, especially if the question I approved was branched off of a question from like 3 or 4 years ago on a video that it's difficult for me to find. So if I don't answer them, it's not because I don't want to answer them, it's just I can't find them half the time once I approve them. And kind of in a similar concept, I get a lot of emails from you guys. I really appreciate all the emails that you guys do send. At 35,000 subscribers, we're not a huge channel, but we are a pretty decent sized channel that I had no business expecting to get this size. But I am getting generally about 5 to 10 emails, not every 2 days. And again, it's very difficult for me to respond to every single one of those emails in a timely manner. I do my absolute best. It does cause me a little bit of anxiety knowing that I have those emails that I don't answer. But if you figure that each email takes about 5 to 10 minutes to answer with a thoughtful answer or response, or sometimes I have to do response, sometimes I do have to do research and help out, it can start adding up to some real time. So I do try to respond to each email that I can in a very timely manner, but it's not personal if I'm not answering you guys. And unfortunately, in a lot of those emails, I do have to turn away work. I'm just one man in a one-man shop with a phone camera, trying my best to bring you guys along. I never want to have a huge shop. I'm not looking to expand to a huge level. It would actually cause me a lot of anxiety. I'm not looking to have a roster of employees. Again, that's not the direction I'm trying to go in my life at this point. So I'm trying my absolute best to do what I can to help you guys out. And I appreciate that you guys trust me so much that you want to either support me by sending me work my way, or our requests for paid phone consults or paid email consults. I've tried that a couple of times, but I never felt very confident that any of those viewers are getting their money's worth or their value out of them. It caused me a lot of anxiety to have people base pretty life-changing or life-altering decisions based on a 10 to 1 hour phone call from me. So I don't tend to advertise or solicit any sort of advisory work from this channel, mostly because I want to try to keep it a little bit more fun, lighthearted, and enjoyable, unless or that I'm out here just trying to make videos I'm trying to grift anybody, getting you to pay me to tell you things you already know. So I don't find any real enjoyment in doing that, but I do appreciate that you guys trust me so much that you want me to talk to me and get my opinions about things. That's an incredible amount of trust and faith and support, and I don't want to burn that kind of bridge. Now, before we get to the shop and a quick little walkthrough, there's one more item, well, actually two more items. Back in 2021, at the very start of it, I started a TikTok channel, just mostly out of fun, because I don't know if you guys know this, making YouTube videos, it's kind of exhausting, the amount of video clips you have to put together and edit to make it look at least somewhat presentable and viewable. I know mine aren't high tier level, but I do want them to at least be enjoyable and not painful to watch. So I started a TikTok channel because TikTok was only supposed to be 15 seconds to maybe 60 seconds of quick little videos, unedited. You just pull out your phone, do a quick little video, and then you have fun, you throw it out to the ether, and you can walk on with your life, no editing, no anything. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, for whatever reason, the TikTok algorithm really rewarded my content very early on, and within, I think, the first month, I already had 50,000 followers. I didn't know anything about it. In fact, I don't know how many comments I got the first time that said, you can make more than 15-second videos. And I said, no, I didn't know that. So very quickly, the channel blew up. But that meant I had to start taking the TikTok channel seriously too. So I started making a little bit better, little quick walkthrough videos. And before I knew it, TikTok now allowed 3-minute videos, which to the 3-minute video, that does require a lot of editing. So I do all that in the phone. And now today we're sitting at just under 300,000 followers. And that's a pretty substantial following that I did not expect to happen. On some level, it's still easier to do 4 to 6 or 7 TikTok videos a day when I can only do 1 or maybe 2 YouTube videos in a week. So I still value the YouTube format. It's still the whole reason why I'm doing this. But I have found a lot of fun being able to do the TikTok videos. I don't know if you guys remember, way back in time, I took a 2019 Allegro Red that I just rebuilt all the way across the country and brought it back. So making those TikTok videos was a very easy way for me to share the experience with you guys. TikTok uses a portrait aspect ratio instead of a landscape like this one isn't currently. And I did get a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit of pushback saying that, you know, I need to turn my phone over, or this is unviewable on TV, on YouTube, which I can appreciate because that's how I watch YouTube videos too. I don't really watch them on my phone or my computer. I watch them on the TV. And then as a platform, YouTube is trying to compete with TikTok with their that format, the quick video format, and the YouTube created YouTube Shorts. I threw up a few of those too, but also, again, as a viewer, I appreciate that. I don't want a 1 minute short coming up in a video feed on my when I'm watching YouTube and be like, well, this is unwatchable. This is not what I wanted to watch YouTube for. So what I've done, because I heard all your concerns and my concerns too, is I set up a separate channel. It was AZ Expert Shorts, where whatever I will periodically put my TikToks and I'll put them up on that channel so that I don't have to bring down the main channel right here with those fun videos. So if it seems like I've lost interest or I don't make enough YouTube video content, it's not that I don't want to, it's just that my phone has become too filled with videos and it takes a long time to edit and find them all. So I am still committed to making these YouTube videos, as you see today. But the TikTok videos are kind of fun. There's a little bit more interaction, so you can ask questions. I can answer them very quickly on TikTok. So that's been a lot of fun. To say I was expecting to have that kind of success on TikTok is not even anywhere close to truth. It was just supposed to be a way for me to get rid of any sort of editing frustration, which is ironic because now I'm doing a lot of editing on TikTok videos too. I think I do have it, but I will put a link to that YouTube Shorts channel that I put together to kind of keep the cluster of the TikTok away from the main channel here. I will put in the description. I did want to just throw together this quick video to let you guys know what the state of the channel is, what I'm up to, and what my plans are. So hopefully with this shop compound I've got going on, we can start doing some of those videos I have been promising. If you powered it through this video at this point, I just wanted to let you guys know how much I do appreciate the time you take to watch the videos, comment on the videos, and it's really unbelievable to me, this amount of support you guys give me. But I appreciate it again, you guys. I can't thank you guys enough. And let's go ahead and take a look at the shop here. Let's just climb up on the back of this beaver. We'll take a look what's going on. So on this shop, I don't have the exact measurements of it. I'm sure if anybody wanted to do the math, that's a 40-foot container, 40-foot container, a 20-foot container. We have our back wall there and more containers that way. So it's a very decent sized yard here, and I haven't figured out exactly what I want to do with it. My favorite part is right here, these canopies, these shipping container canopies. So I have all the room to stand up underneath. This is me at the side of it, so I'm still ample room on top. So I have a lot more room walking underneath these canopies than I have in the past, so I don't have to hit my head on things anymore. So far, my favorite thing is the view that this compound gives me of all the surrounding area. It's just breathtaking. I'll go ahead and climb down. We'll take a quick little walkthrough through it. So ideally, I would like to have a more professional looking shop. That's still not ready yet. So besides the best view in the entire East Valley, I got a pretty decent sized lot here. I'll have room for storage. I still have to rebuild that toy hauler. That will happen, don't worry. We have 2 bays. They can fit 3 40-foot coaches in them. So I do have coverage on there. Now over here in this bay, which is actually part of my wall, should be a roll-up door. So that's not done yet. But these canopies are just fantastic. Such an easy way to build a shop. Now this is not my coach. This one's gonna get painted. Needs to get basically the whole exterior needs to be repainted. It's been a very common problem on these tinted Phylon sidewalls I've found. This is a storage container that separates the 2 bays, but it's actually currently a storage locker for everything that's in there temporarily, so I can lock that up. And then of course we have the other bay. We have this beaver. Now I will show you guys my beaver. I had to catch myself there. So I will show you my RV, but currently it's way too dirty for me to really feel comfortable showing it to you guys. It's on the list of things to do. I need to go wash it, and then we'll come back and we will take a look at it. Don't worry, I'm very, very proud of this guy. It's nice. And so here's the other bay right there. This is another project, that dune buggy, that's just never going away. And this Georgetown is another one of those projects that I have not had any time for, and I promised to do this for you guys. We will do that. And then there's gonna be another, there's just another storage container to make off that bay. Over here is a 2000 Newell that's getting a full body paint job and a lot of repairs. This really isn't my coach. I'm currently just storing it. And this is I don't remember the year on this one, but there's an Argosy motorhome that's another person's project. And they'll be working on that on their own. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would like to watch me restore that, but I'm smart enough to know not to restore that. That's too much work. I don't even have that kind of time in my life. And then this is something of a famous fifth wheel. I've made a video about it a long time ago, and we're finally going to address part of the problem on it in the later video with a roof on it. That's the opening to the shop. They still have to put a gate on the front of it so that I have a little bit more protection, but the whole compound is gated off. And I think I really just enjoy the look of this entire shop made out of storage containers. This place is really awesome. So that's kind of the update. Hope it wasn't too rushed. I just wanted to let you guys know what's kind of going on, what's in the works, and what I do have planned. It's just been very exhausting, the 2022. I mean, 2021 was even more exhausting than I wanted it to be too. I'm supposed to be slowing down, but instead I've been doing the exact opposite. But I really want to make that toy hauler done. But this thing's actually held up pretty good considering it's just been out in the sun for the last 3 years, I feel like. I can't do any work inside yet because it's got my paperwork and my table saw in it. So we will get to that. And this Georgetown right there, I want to take you guys through the entire rebuild of it. And I think it'll be a fun project to watch rebuild and go from less than acceptable condition to a decent, acceptable RV. It's got a good floor plan too. But of course, probably one of my next videos is going to be taking you guys through the Beaver motorhome. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really, really appreciate all the support. I really do feel like I have probably the nicest fans and viewers on YouTube. Very, very kind and very generous with their time and their opinions. I cannot believe the amount of people that come up to me and thank me for what I do. It's very strange to me. It's kind of surreal, and it also feels really good. So I appreciate the support, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day. I don't honestly know what I'm going to do with all this space that I have here. I've given some thoughts to storage. If you guys are interested in storing some items here, just hit me up in the comments or send me an email. We'll see what we can do. I can't promise the world, but I do have an awful lot of space. A lot of space. Look at that view. It's a gorgeous view. To my really long time viewers, I know you're very, very curious about it. But don't worry, the disaster pool is still doing fantastic. No problems whatsoever since those last videos. But to my really long-term viewers, yes, we are still doing Legos. Just not as much. But I have picked up a few more sets. Come on, Finn. The world famous Finn. Hi, Finn. Finn. You're a lot smaller than most people think you are. Oh, you're such a good boy.